Alright, in this next video I want to show you how to set up a blog on your Weebly website. Now this is an important part for traffic generation, and that is because we're going to take one of the articles that you wrote, we're going to make it a blog post, and what is great is that it automatically creates an RSS feed, and then you're able to actually market that RSS feed to more places online to really start getting your content out there in more locations on the internet. And it also creates a perfect avenue for you to create more content and just automatically post it to the blog, which will add value to your website and which will give the search engines more places to find your content online. So go ahead and click on the main part of your website because your site is created, or click on edit site, whichever one you want. I'm going to go ahead and click on edit site, and it's going to open up the website editor tool that you saw when you built your website in Weebly. So the blog is a very important step here, and so make sure you follow along this important step. So the first thing you do now, once you get here and you've looked over your site, is go ahead and click on pages. And then once you've clicked on pages, you're going to click on new blog. So it's very simple. Just click on new blog. So title your page here. So go ahead, your page name would be the main keyword that you're trying to rank for. So in this case it would be paid surveys for cash blog. And you don't need to password protect. Show a navigation, yes, and then go ahead and click on save. Okay, and then once we've done that, just go ahead and go over here to where it says pages, and then just go ahead and click on that, and we are set to go. So you've now saved your blog and created your blog. So now we need to add content to your blog. Okay, so now to add content to your blog, just go ahead and click over here on the blog link that you created. So you click on paid surveys for cash blog, and then go ahead and click on new post, and you can actually delete this first post. So go ahead and just delete it. Yes, delete this post, and then click on new post. And then what you're going to do is take the article that you wrote, the second article that you wrote. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to copy and paste it, and we're just going to put that into the title, and then I'm going to come right over here and I'm going to pull up the article one more time and copy and paste the content so that it shows up as well. Okay, so now that works out. This editor is very similar to how it's very similar to how this functioned when you actually were designing your website. So if you want to make some links, like you want to say, discover how to truly get paid for taking online surveys, click here. So you would go ahead and just highlight that. You could make it bold up here, and you could make it like a hyperlink, and this time the website would be that pin URL that you've been working with. So pinurl.com/survey money. Then go ahead and click on save, and now then you could also copy that. You could take that same URL and you could just move it around if you want, and that's just kind of your call to action that you want within that. You can also move these objects on the right side here all the way up and down. You could delete this author part because we don't really need that here. Archives you can keep, categories you can keep, and then go ahead and click on publish live when you are set to go. So now that it is published live, go ahead and click on publish up here, and it's going to republish the website. So you saw how very simple and very basic this process was. So I'm now going to click on the website and take a quick look at how it looks. So we've now got the paid surveys for cash blog set up. So there's the website. Now I can click over here at the blog and actually see what the blog looks like. So now we've got the paid surveys for cash blog, and notice here how this takes me right into the blog post, and if I were to click right here on the pin URL, it should take me directly to my ClickBank product, and it does. So this is the product I'm promoting, so I would get credit for it. So that is perfect. So now we know that that is functioning just fine. So the next thing you do, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the site back up. So now that you've tested it, now that you've built your blog, you made your first blog post, you would go ahead and go right over here, and you're going to actually pull up your RSS feed. So you just go ahead and click here on RSS feed. Just highlight that, and then go ahead and highlight it in your browser, copy it, and you're going to go over to a website called feedagg.com. So www.feedagg.com. www.feedagg.com. And when you get to this website, you're going to come up here to the very top and go ahead and click on Add Feed. And once you add feed, you're going to just put that RSS feed URL right there, put in a descriptive tag related to your product, so make money online with surveys, put in those numbers for verification, and then click on save feed. You don't even need an account for them. And then you go ahead and just click here. It's going to say your keyword twice, which will really help in the search engines. So it says make money online taking surveys, discover how you can start today. That is the title of the article, and notice how within this article, if you click on it directly here, it's going to take them direct in to my pin URL, which again directs them and leads them right off to my ClickBank product, as you see here. Now these feed ag pages will come up high within the search engine, so that is why we just did that. And there's one other thing that you will want to do with this feed URL. You'll want to go over to a website called pingomatic.com. So just go to pingomatic.com, and then you're going to just type in the blog name, which would be Paid Surveys for Cash, and then the blog homepage. You would just go ahead and plug that in. So let's take that part off, the feed part off, and then under RSS URL you just plug that in. Now where it says services to ping, put check common, which will check them all, and then click on send pings, and then that's going to go through and ping a different set of websites that will update it, and it will help get the search engines to your website, so they will start indexing your content. Now there's one other site that you can do this with as well. It's called pingoat.com. So go ahead and go to pingoat.com, pingoat.com, pingoat, and your blog name, you just input that. So we're putting in our URL of our website. XML feed is also known as RSS feed oftentimes, so go ahead and type that in, and then go ahead and click on Go Pingoat. And so Pingoat does the same thing that Pingomatic does. So that in a nutshell is blog and ping. So what you're going to do then is, in the future, if you want to go back to your website and you want to edit something, what you would do is simply, go back in and click on the blog, add a new post. Then that way you could just quickly add new content. It'll go to the RSS feed so that you can re-ping the RSS feed and use these methods to get more free targeted traffic to your website. So this is blogging and pinging for more traffic and eventually more profits. And so in the next videos we're going to cover more traffic generation methods.